Hey, what's up everybody, this is T, and today I would like to talk about planning the backpacking journey. I'm sure that if you're watching this video you must be super stoked and excited about hitting the road and going out, experiencing the wild nature, the unknown. And there are a number of reasons you might be driven. Speaking of which, you have to know your why. Why do you want to do it? Is it because you are just bored? You want to get out of your 9-to-5 rat race? You had enough of your current situation? You need a fresh start? You need a change? You need to recover from a negative experience? Whatever it is, you have to discover the motivation, and here and there you have to ask yourself the question, is it still my why? Is it still my driving force? Is it still my motivation? If not, what is? Because without motivation, without why, there is no reason doing so. If you don't know why you are running, because you want to be a competitive person, because you want to lose weight, because you want to gain fat, or I don't know, you need to know your why. Same way, you cannot just go to work so you can pay your electricity bills. You cannot just go to work because you signed a contract for 1 year and I have to stick to my words. Fuck that bullshit. You gotta have a why, you gotta have a motivation why you're doing this thing. And if you have your why, then you can start planning and adjusting your destinations. If you want to find adventure, then most likely you're not going to go to the Netherlands, because other than smoking yourself to death, there is not much adventure to do. So geographical location will matter given your motivation. If you're depressed, you don't want to go to Mongolia, to the Gobi Desert, because it's fucking empty. You're not going to recover from sadness when you are on your own tramping through the desert for weeks and weeks, right? If we're talking about geographical location, weather does matter as well. I mean, are you interested in winter? Are you a summer person? Do you like rain? You need more spring, more autumn, more flourishing environment. So check out the weather, which season is about to happen at the time you expect it to be at that certain place. If you are just about to start backpacking, most likely you do if you're watching this video, then I would strongly recommend to travel with someone, because sharing is caring, and when you're able to share the moment, then more happiness can be found. One of my favorite movies, Into the Wild, says that happiness is only real when shared. It's a quotation coming from David Thoreau, actually, from one of his books. And I really believe in this. So some people, especially in the beginning, they are not, they are not confident enough to travel alone, to be isolated for weeks, even months. And therefore, traveling with someone in the beginning, at least, it's really important. There are a number of pages on Facebook where you can find travel buddies, but hopefully you have at least a few mates in your surroundings who are happily hitting the road with you and also had enough of the rat race. I truly believe in results over potential, and many people say that, oh, I'm dreaming about traveling, oh, I'm dreaming about backpacking around the world, I'm dreaming about mountaineering, swimming, running, and so on. They just keep on talking, and maybe they even start doing it for a week or two, especially in January when they have the New Year's resolution and stuff like that, but they never stick to their word, they never hang on. Dreamers are just they are wishy-washy fucks. I cannot understand those people. Most of them, they say that, oh, my dream is to travel around the world, I really envy you, why are you doing it, how can you do it, and so on. And I tell them that, oh, I cannot do it, I have a family, I have friends here, I have a job here, I have just a contract I signed, I'm just about to get promoted, I'm in the middle of my studies. Horseshit, I can tell you that. This is where you have to decide. No employer, no family, no friends, no current situation, no money shall determine it. And therefore I truly believe if you really want to travel, follow these steps, check out the other videos I'm giving you here, and therefore after just a couple hours of research, of listening these audio and video contents, you're able to make a decision. Am I really want to travel? Am I really in a need of traveling? Some people are not meant to be travelers, others not meant to be doctors, not meant to be fathers. It's a profession, it's a commitment. And if you don't want to commit to the road, then just go here and there once a year, take your annual leave and hit the road, then go to Phuket, I don't know, whatever. Speaking of Phuket, This is another thing I really wanted to talk about with you today, that if you're about to start backpacking, I strongly advise you to choose a country where English is spoken, at least widely spoken. Let's say India, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, these places in Asia where English is widely spoken. Western Europe, there might be a bit more pricey than Asian countries, but at least you are able to communicate, to be understood, and to understand them. And that's a huge plus, especially in the beginning stage of your backpacking career, let's say, because it's more convenient, it's less challenging. Later on, of course, you can push yourself and you can start traveling to Spanish-speaking countries. And most of the backpackers who claim that they speak Spanish, they speak this like touristic Spanish. They start from Mexico and going down to the more isolated countries, and on the road they pick up the Spanish, and which will enable them to get along with the culture, in the market, in the grocery stores and so on. So language is important as well as geographical location and weather. Therefore, I do recommend that in the beginning stage at least, just aim for destinations where English is spoken or at least widely spoken. A really common mistake entry backpackers tend to have, including myself. I don't know how many times I ended up in these pits where I was greatly underestimating my expenses. I thought that, okay, I can cut expenses here, I can cut expenses there, and I ended up spending way more, and it was, oh, what the fuck did I just do? And I was so stupid, and I had to quit or stop at least, where I took some time off from traveling and I was able to accumulate extra cash so I could hit the road again. I was not only disappointed, but I also lost time and lost the motivation in a number of cases, which came back only after I accumulated cash. Because we gotta fuel our experiences by cash in a number of situations. We can lower our expenses, that's true, but sometimes we just gotta pay for it. Visas, you're not going to get away and say that, hey, I'm a backpacker, can you just give me the visa instead of me paying $100 for it? Fuck off, you know. So here and there you need to invest, and therefore make sure, especially in the beginning stage, that you add at least like 30 to 40% extra cash on top of the expected expenses, because we tend to underestimate our expenses. It's just like simply beginner's mistake, and we all have to go through. But if you listen to this content, then hopefully you will be not in a trap where I ended up. Luckily I came out of it. I learned the lesson through the hard way, but by watching this video I'm giving you the easy way to understand and to get away from this threatening situation. Guys, these are my ideas and my suggestions, what to do and what to consider if you want to start backpacking and traveling around the world. If you like this content, please express it to me with your like and share action, because that would mean the world to me. That would mean that you appreciate what I'm doing, that I'm giving you the right answers. On the other hand, if I left you with doubts, questions, leave them in the comments below, because then I try my best to answer them. And also it will be an amazing feedback, amazing indicator that what I'm lacking of, what I have missed in this video, and what I need to do better next time. So just engage with me. If you have already traveled and had a different idea, different concept, please leave them in the comments as well, because I want to engage you, want to get to know you. This is my experience. I'm not saying that it's the best one, I'm not saying it's the only one, but this is my experience. And if you have different one, please share it with me and work with me, because you, with a little bit of me, are shaping society.